JavaScript Promises Explained 2026. 1. What a promise actually is. A promise is an object that represents a value that isn't ready yet, but will be at some point, either successfully or with an error. Every promise exists in exactly one of three states: pending to fulfilled or pending to rejected. Const promise is new promise, resolve, reject. Const success is true. If success, resolve, data loaded. Else reject, something went wrong. Pending, the initial state, neither fulfilled nor rejected. Fulfilled, the operation completed successfully. Rejected, the operation failed. Once a promise settles, fulfilled or rejected, it can never change state again. That's what makes it reliable to build on. 2. Then, catch, finally. Once you have a promise, here's how you actually use its result. Fetch user data. Data equals cdata. Return data.id. Then ID. Console log user ID. Catch error. Console error failed. Error. Finally to log. Done either way. Then runs when the promise fulfills, and you can chain multiple then calls. Each one receives the return value of the previous one. Catch runs when anything earlier in the chain rejects. Finally always runs whether it succeeded or failed. Great for cleanup, like hiding a loading spinner. 3. Running promises together. Real apps rarely deal with just one promise at a time. JavaScript gives you 4 ways to combine them. Waits for all to succeed, rejects if any fails. Const users posts, await promise all. Fetch users, fetch posts. Waits for all to finish, success or failure, never rejects. Const results equals await promise all settled. Fetch users, fetch posts. Resolves as soon as the first one settles, success or failure. Const first, fetch from server A, fetch from server B. Resolves as soon as the first one succeeds, ignores failures. Const first success equals await promise any, fetch from server A, fetch from server B. Promise all, use when you need everything to succeed, loading a full dashboard. Promise all settled, use when partial failure is fine, e.g., loading optional widgets. Promise race, use for timeouts or picking whichever resource responds first. Promise any, used for redundancy like hitting multiple mirror CDNs. 4. Promise.try, the ES 2025 edition. If you've watched our ES 2025-2026 features video, you already met this one. Promise.try safely wraps a function, sync or async, so you never have to worry about it throwing outside the promise chain. Before, a sync throw here would not be caught by .catch. Function risky operation, if math random to 0.5 throw new error. Return success. Old error-prone way, promise resolve risky operation, catch handle error. New way, safe whether the function is sync or async. Promise.try risky operation, catch handle error. Promise.try normalizes sync and async functions into the same predictable promise-based flow, one less footgun to remember. 5. Mistakes to avoid. Pitfall 1. Forgetting to return in a chain. Some promise.then data at, process data, missing return. Then result in, console log result, undefined, not what you expected. Pitfall 2. Unhandled rejections. Risky promise ec. No.catch. Errors vanish silently. Pitfall 3. Mixing .then with await unnecessarily. Async function get data. Const data equals await fetch data. Then res JSON. Pick one style. Always return inside .then if you're chaining. Always attach a .catch or wrap in try catch with async await. An unhandled rejection can crash a node process. Pick one style, .then chains or async await, and don't mix them in the same function.